All right, here we are, guys. A little bit challenging wind here. The new par 4 of the Ghostly Glades. I believe this one's hole 4. And very tricky wind here. So the way that you want to go about doing this is definitely very cautiously. Of course, it's always good to get over to that left-hand side if you can, as going over to this right side is going to make things very challenging. I've been trying to figure out probably the best way to go about doing this. And, oh wow, so there, hit the tree, skips over. Well, it looks like it's okay. What I have in mind for playing this hole when going over to this side is a little bit different than what you just saw my opponent do there. I don't know how, this is going to cover you for all wind types, but if you can get over in this corner here, I would think that you're going to have a relatively good angle. So here I'm going to go about 7 rings here and just try to focus on a perfect ball and just try to get it over here into position. Now what this should allow me to do, especially in most, average cases, hopefully be able to get around the right-hand side of the trees. And as you can see, the longer I drive it, the more that I'm going to be able to actually get over on that side of the trees. So here you can see the way that my opponent has to go, especially with hitting that tree. It's very much in towards the center. So it's quite the, situation that you put yourself in to try to navigate around these trees. It'll be nice to have definitely side spin. I don't know why, you would want to go Bandera ball for this hole, really. It seems a little, wasteful in most situations, but let's just see how this works out. And there, sure enough, it catches the bunker. Will make for, a kind of a complicated hole, but let's, as I mentioned, if I can get it over to that edge, you can kind of see what, I'm setting myself up for here. Now, first, I just want to see, what I want to do with spin-wise. I'm going to try to stick to around 0 spin here. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. I'm going to play kind of a mid-distance number here, so about 6 rings. And we're also going to, curl it around these trees, making sure not to over curl it, because if you do the over curl, you could potentially bring those other trees into play. So I was being a little bit careful. But you can see the longer you drive that, the more that you're going to be able to give that a good approach. Now, this is only something that you want to do when you have the headwind case. So, you could see that, especially with my lack of curl, being able to bend that other fairway and go towards the left off the tee was something that was going to be kind of overly complicated. And that's pretty much the main reason that you see me kind of avoiding that method, is just to, be more cautious. Better to be safe than sorry. And you can see how much you can get yourself into trouble putting yourself in between the middle of those trees. Now, granted, my opponent here could have got out of that situation, but it's going to, require a very, solid performance, and make sure that you make no mental mistakes with your shot. And that's why you kind of see me playing a little bit safe, especially with my opponent in trouble. That's the one thing that I'm going to, recommend for you guys. So good luck with that hole, and catch you guys on the next guide.